Alright, it's BLM here, and it's time for a PS2 collection. This is the biggest collection I have. It's at 40 games right now, which isn't that big, to tell the truth, but I just started collecting, so I consider that big. So yeah, let's start it off with Aggressive Inline. It's Aggressive Inline. It's like Tony Hawk, basically, but with inline skates. Pretty fun. It's feels a lot like Tony Hawk 4, because Tony Hawk 1, 2, and 3 were like time-based, where you can only be in this level like for 2 minutes. Then they'll take you out. But this one, it gets free roaming. You don't have any time limit. And actually, Tony Hawk actually stole the idea from Aggressive Inline, because they used it in Tony Hawk 4 and every other Tony Hawk after it. So yeah, Aggressive Inline, pretty good game. Airblade, another Tony Hawk clone, but this one's made by Criterion, if you could see that. Criterion, however you pronounce it. If you don't know who they are, they created the Burnout series, and this is a pretty good game. Sorry for the glare, whatever. Yeah, this is a pretty good game. It's basically like Tony Hawk on hoverboards. That's basically what it is. So yeah, this is a pretty good game. The one complaint I have with it, though, is that, like, it's hard to get your boost meter up. Like, you have to do a whole bunch of tricks and everything, and it's like, and if you don't have any boost, like, your board goes so freaking slow, so it kind of pisses me off, but whatever. ATV Off-Road Fury and ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Two pretty decent ATV games. Well, ATV Off-Road Fury is my favorite. Like, I used to own 3 and 4. But I don't own them anymore. But I consider the first one still the best in the series. Number 2, it's, I don't know, it's just not as good in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know why. But ATV Off-Road Fury is actually the first PlayStation 2 game I ever played, so that just might be all nostalgia, but whatever. Here's a terrible game. Dance Factory. My parents bought me this. I never really played it. I played it like for 5 minutes. Yeah. Alright. Dark Cloud. Pretty decent action RPG. Oh, pretty good, actually. The action RPG. I tried to play this. Like, I put like 5-6 hours into it. I just can't get into it. I'm not a big fan of action RPGs. There's some that I like, but most of them I don't, and sadly Dark Cloud isn't one of them. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of, what is it? Turn-based RPGs, like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, like that. Yeah, I like those games more than Dark Cloud. Like action RPGs, I mean. Here's a great first-person shooter, Deus Ex. Classic, if you... Like, this is a classic for the PC. They ported it to the PS2. It's not as good as the PC version, obviously, but it's still a pretty good shooter. Yeah, I plan to pick up the sequel when I get an Xbox, because it's exclusive to the Xbox. But you can get, I believe Playing Trade sells it like for $3, so I think, yeah. Now, time for Dragon Ball Z games. Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Budokai 3. Damn it, I keep on getting them. Wait, yeah, there. Budokai and Budokai 3. I own Budokai 2, but I own it for the GameCube, so that's not going to be in this video. But let's start off with Budokai. Budokai, great fighting game. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, this is like the first one to actually follow the story of the anime, and it's really fun. A pretty decent, like, but the actual fighting isn't that great, but it's pretty decent actually. But Budokai 3, however, it proves upon in every single way. It's the best Dragon Ball Z game ever, in my opinion. It's a fantastic fighter. Even if it's like, even if you take out everything Dragon Ball Z about it and all the Dragon Ball Z characters, it's still a great fighter. Yeah, and the story mode's pretty interesting. It's like, play as one character and then you go through like all the battles they had in the anime, and then like you get to fly around, stuff like that. Like, if you can see Goku. Right there. Yeah, you get to fly around, stuff like that. Pretty interesting. Pretty great game. More Dragon Ball Z. Tenkaichi series now. Budokai Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi 2, and Tenkaichi 3. Start off with Tenkaichi. Tenkaichi, in my opinion, is crap. I don't like it. Definitely not my favorite Dragon Ball Z game. Probably one of my least favorites. I just don't enjoy it. I know a lot of people do. So, yeah. But I don't. And I bought it at launch. That kind of sucks. But Budokai Tenkaichi 2 proves upon it in every single way. My favorite Tenkaichi game. Just a great game overall. Like, story mode's improved. There's like way more characters. There's what is it? Like story mode's like better and everything. Like, I just like Tenkaichi 2 better in because I just think it's better in every single way. And then Tenkaichi 3 improves upon everything about Tenkaichi 2. Probably the best game to buy, even though I like Tenkaichi 2 better. Tenkaichi 2 and 3 were also released for the Wii, so if you want this game, you can pick them up on the Wii. Even though I believe Tenkaichi 3 went up in value a lot for the Wii, like the Wii version. Like, I believe you can get, like, it's like $30, $40 now on eBay. So, yeah, get Tenkaichi 2 because I believe you can get that for dirt cheap, like for $10. So, yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, 2 and 3 are great games. Oh, here's a fucking terrible game. Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Holy crap, the glare is freaking pissing me off now. Yeah, but Sagas, it's like Dragon Ball Z, but they try to add, like, it's like a beat 'em up. This is actually a beat 'em up, but with Dragon Ball Z characters, and tell the truth, it's pretty terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. And I can't believe it's terrible. I mean, Atari made it. How could it be terrible? But it is terrible. Dynasty Warriors 3. I like the Dynasty Warriors series, actually. I know a lot of people hate it, but because it gets so repetitive, but I'm actually not bothered by repetitive gameplay that much. Like, Assassin's Creed, the first one, I didn't find it repetitive until, like, the last, until the last, guy you have to assassinate, like, when you do all the missions. That's the only time I got annoyed by it. And, like, the Tony Hawks, I didn't get annoyed by them being almost the same game until, like, Proving Ground. So, yeah. Dynasty Warriors 3, this is actually the only Dynasty Warriors I have. And I believe this is the only one I played. But, yeah, this is a pretty good game. This is, like, the first game I got with my PS2. Because my uncle gave me my first PS2, and then my other uncle gave me my second PS2. But with my first PS2, gave me this, Gran Turismo 3, and Final Fantasy X, which is actually my favorite RPG of all time, which I need to rebuy. I don't own it anymore, which kind of sucks, because I'm a retard. I'm a retard, and I sold, like, all my games a long time ago. But yeah, Dynasty Warriors 3, great game, even though it does get repetitive. And here's the game that I was talking about when I said that one of the games that I got with my PS2, Gran Turismo 3. This is actually not my original copy. This is, I traded in my copy a long time ago because I actually hate this game. And then I bought it again because it was like $2. Yeah, as I just said, I hate this game. I don't think it's a great game. I don't like Gran Turismo games. I don't like realistic racers. Simulators, whatever you call them. I don't like them. Especially Gran Turismo 5. I don't like Gran Turismo 5 at all. I like more of the Need for Speed, Ridge Racer, those kind of racers. And Burnout. I love Burnout. Even though I don't own a Burnout game, I don't think. Crap, I need to get to that. I'm gonna buy a fucking Burnout game now. Grand Theft Auto 3. It's Grand Theft Auto 3. It's classic. One of the best games on the PS2. One of the best games of the generation that came out. It's just a fantastic game. If you like Grand Theft Auto, this is definitely one to get. Like Grand Theft Auto 4, in my opinion, I don't like Grand Theft Auto 4, to tell the truth. Yeah, but Grand Theft Auto 3, really great game. Not the best. I think Vice City is probably my favorite, but whatever. Alright, Guitar Hero World Tour. I played this like for an hour. That's about it. I'm not a big fan of Guitar Hero games or Rock Band games. I did like Rock Band Unplugged though. And then again, that's more like Frequency and Altitude, which are Harmonix's first two games. I believe this game wasn't made by Harmonix. This is right after they stopped making Guitar Hero and made Rock Band. Yeah, not the greatest game, to tell the truth. Alright, Haven, Call of the King. A great platformer, very underrated. If you like, I don't know, like, I don't know. Well, if you like Banjo-Kazooie mixed in with, like, I don't know, like, it's not really a platform. I mean, it's like a mix of everything. Like, if you like Banjo-Kazooie mixed in with, like, a whole bunch of other weird, like, genres, like racing, shooting, and a whole bunch of other ones, like, you'll like this one. This game, it's great. You can get it for dirt cheap, though. It's like $3 everywhere. Yeah, I suggest you pick it up if you ever find it. Alright, Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legacy. I think I stated this before, but I think this is my favorite platformer not made by Nintendo. Great game. Naughty Dog. You can't go wrong with Naughty Dog. They made Uncharted, Uncharted 2. They're making Uncharted 3 right now, which I can't wait for. They made the entire, like, the first 4 Jak games. They made the first 4 Crash Bandicoot games. Or is there 5? And they made the 3 Crash Bandicoots, then Team Racing, I believe. And then, I'm not sure if they made Crash Bash. I'm not sure. But, Jak and Daxter, great platformer. If you like Banjo-Kazooie, definitely pick this up, because this is basically just like Banjo-Kazooie without Banjo-Kazooie. Great game. A must-have for a PS2. Wow, I'm only like halfway done. Holy crap. Lego Star Wars 2. The original trilogy. A pretty good game. I didn't really play this for that long. Probably 45 minutes. I picked this up at a yard sale like for $1, so yeah, pretty decent platformer. Really fun. What the hell? Sounds like the disc is, wow. Sounds like the disc was like not in there or something. Like not in the, oh, whatever. This game I just picked up recently. Haven't had that much time to play it, but it's Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. I own, what is it, Return of the King for the Xbox. But this game, really fun. Like, I haven't played that much. Like, I'm not that far into it, but from what I played, it's really fun. A great action-adventure game. Yeah, great action-adventure game. That basically sums it up. Oh, crap. Alright, Metal Gear, not Metal Gear, damn it. Metal Arms, Glitch in the System, sorry. A very underrated game as well. This and Haven are probably some of the most underrated games of the generation. This is really fun. I mean, if you like action-adventure games, this is definitely one to pick up. You can pick this up like for $2, $3, $4. I forgot how much it is at GameStop. I believe it's $3 for the PS2 version. GameCube version, I believe, is like $5 or something. So yeah, pick this up. You really have no excuse. I would say, and I believe the Xbox version is like $2, but they don't sell Xbox games anymore. But yeah, great game. If you like action-adventure games, this is really one that you should pick up. Yeah, just a great game. Holy crap, this is going to take forever. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. A fantastic game. Metal Gear Solid is a great series. I enjoyed the 4th one, to tell the truth, but I still enjoyed the 2nd one. This is actually my favorite Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I think probably one of the best like stealth action games ever created. It's fantastic. Hideo Kojima, probably Hideo Kojima's one of his best games. Then again, I haven't played Snatcher, or I believe he made Policenauts too. I haven't played those, but yeah. All right, NBA Street Volume 2, fantastic. Yeah, fantastic basketball game. If you like NBA Jam, this is basically NBA Jam, but like a billion times better. I enjoy this way more than NBA Jam, and I think this is a great game. Yeah, it's very arcadey, just like NBA Jam. This is basically like NBA Jam but on the PS2. Well, then again, I think there was one on the PS2, but it sucked. Yeah, but this one is like awesome. This is a great game. And the next 3 games are actually games that I just picked up, like, I don't know, like an hour ago. I just like opened the seal on it, and I haven't played them yet. I'm really excited to though. I picked it up at Walmart because like I had a gift card and stuff like that. Like this is gonna be my next collection update, so I'll just explain it more there then. But I picked up the Pac-Man Power Pack for the PS2. I had to pay anything because yeah, it was like a Christmas gift basically. Because I got a gift card from my grandparents. So it came with Pac-Man World 2, Pac-Man World 3, and Pac-Man World Rally. So yeah, Pac-Man World 2 and 3 I'm really excited to play because I played Pac-Man World 1 is actually my first PlayStation game, and it's one of my favorite PlayStation games. So I'm really excited to play these, even though I hear they're not as good. Right, yeah. And Pac-Man World Rally, I really want to play this. It looks like a pretty decent Mario Kart clone. I mean, I looked at the reviews, they didn't say it was that good, but still, this looks like a pretty good Pac-Man clone. You get to play as Dig Dug and like all these other Namco characters. You can't really go wrong. I mean, yeah. Let's see, does it say anything? Yeah. No, it doesn't. But still, like, I really want to play this. This looks really interesting. I'll give you my impressions in my next game collection update, which will be at the end of January. So, yeah. Ratchet and Clank. You can't go wrong with Ratchet and Clank. I mean, it's a great series. I need to pick up the second and third one. I don't have them yet because they're kind of more expensive. I mean, they're like $10, and I don't want to pay $10 for a PS2 game, to tell the truth. I will for a 360 game and stuff like that, but not a PS2 game. Yeah, this is a great platformer. This is definitely a must-have if you like platformers. And just like Naughty Dog, Insomniac never really made a bad game. I mean, they made the Resistance series, which I'm not really that big of a fan of, but they made the first 3 Spyro games, and they made all the Ratchet and Clank games. So except for Size Matters, I don't believe they made Size Matters. Yeah, I don't think they did. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank is a great series. Now, my favorite game of the generation of last gen, one of my favorite games of all time, definitely top 5, maybe even near number 1, like 2 or 3, somewhere around there. It is none other than Resident Evil 4. Fantastic. It's a fantastic game. The best Resident Evil game ever created. Best like third-person shooter ever created. Best like survival horror ever created. It's a fantastic game. Yeah, it's just a great game overall. I did review this, even though that review is pretty terrible. And all my reviews are pretty terrible. So yeah, fuck my reviews. Don't watch them. But yeah, this is a really great game. Resident Evil 4, just fantastic. Capcom's best game ever. I mean, like, yeah, my favorite Capcom game ever. That might be a bold statement, but whatever. Come on, I'm not even reaching the end here. Ridge Racer 5, just picked this up recently. I mean, like, 2 weeks ago. I haven't really played it that much, but I have played it before. I picked it up, and it's a fantastic racing game. I love the Ridge Racer series, that and Need for Speed and Burnout. I love those 3 series when it comes to arcade racers. And yeah, this is awesome. Great game. I like Ridge Racer 6 better, though. I love Ridge Racer 6. Rygar, The Legendary Adventure. Another underrated game on the PS2. Not many people talk about it. I don't know why. This is a great, like, it's basically like God of War. Just not like without Kratos and all. It's with Rygar instead, and it's made by Tecmo, not Sony. Yeah, just great overall. Yeah, pick up if you ever find it, because this is another game you can find for dirt cheap, like $3. So yeah, I suggest that you pick it up. Oh my God, how many games are there? Alright, I'm just gonna take these off the floor. Oh my god, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more games. Alright, what the hell? Oh, I thought this was like case cracked. I was gonna say, what the hell? The Sims, I picked this up like for dirt cheap. This like goes like for $12, $13 on eBay. And that's why I picked it up, because it was like, I believe it was like 3 or 4. So I decided to pick it up. I haven't played it much. It's The Sims. It's The Sims. That's all I have to say. Alright. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Sly Cooper's a great series. They're made by Sucker Punch, which, again, with Insomniac and Naughty Dog, have never made a bad game. They made Rocket Robot on Wheels, the Sly Trilogy. I mean, not the Sly Trilogy for the PS... Or is that called the Sly Collection? I believe it's called the Sly Trilogy in Europe. Yeah, they didn't make the Sly Trilogy. They made the 3 Sly Cooper games. And they are now making... What are they making now? Infamous. Sorry. Yeah, but Sly Cooper, great series. The second one is my favorite. Actually, I never played the third one, but I used to own the second one. I don't own it anymore because I'm a retard. And yeah, Sly Cooper 1, great platformer. Yeah, if you like platformers, this is another one that you must have. Great game. Alright. Last game that starts with an S. SSX Tricky. I can't wait for SSX Deadly Descent. That looks so awesome. It looks like it's going to be a great game. SSX Tricky, this is so far my favorite SSX game ever. We'll wait until Deadly Descent comes out. But SSX Tricky, fantastic snowboarding game. One of the best sports games ever created. One of the best snowboarding games. Actually, the best snowboarding game ever created. It's fantastic. Very arcadey. Really fun. Oh my god. Alright, Tekken Tag Tournament. Great Tekken game. Not as good as, what was it? Tekken 3. But still, pretty great Tekken game. I like it better than Tekken 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I really love this game. I can't wait for Street Fighter vs. Tekken and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, sorry. But yeah, great fighting game. Oh, 5 games now? Oh, shit, I just went through 4 games. Alright. Alright, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. God awful. That's basically all I would say. Pretty god awful. So many issues. Frame rate awful. Things yeah, if you want this game, get it for the Xbox. You can get it for about the same price, so like don't complain that like, oh, the Xbox version is too expensive. Like they're both $5 at GameStop. Get the freaking Xbox 360 version. Don't get this. It's a piece of crap. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. Fantastic. That's all I have to say. Great Splinter Cell game. Probably my least favorite in the series, except for Double Agent. But still, this is a pretty good game. Yeah, great stealth game. Not as good as Metal Gear Solid series in my opinion, but still a great series. Almost done here. Alright, Tony Hawk's Project 8 and oh crap, stupid glare. And Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Yeah, does that work? Alright, it works on the other side. Alright, whatever. Decent Tony Hawk games. Well, Tony Hawk's Project 8 is actually one of my favorite Tony Hawk games. I really enjoy this. I think it's a great game. I really plan on picking up the Xbox version sometime. Xbox 360, version sometime, but there's just so many other games on the Xbox. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And Tony Hawk's Proving Ground is a very mediocre Tony Hawk game. I'm glad they changed it up for Ride and Shred, even though Ride is pretty awful, even worse than Proving Ground, but I'm glad they tried something different. Even though here's Shred is like one of the best Tony Hawk games since like American Wasteland. So I don't know. Shred might be really great. I haven't played it yet because I'm not gonna fucking buy it because that's like, I think it's like $70 or something now. I'm not gonna pay $70 for that. and like a whole bunch of my friends, no one wants to buy it. So I said, holy shit. All right, last game now. It is Virtua Fighter Evolution. It's Virtua Fighter Evolution. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, sorry. Great game. One of the best fighters on the PS2. Just a great game. Sega really, like, they really know what they're doing when it comes to the Virtua Fighter series. Like, all 5 of them, great. I believe. Actually, I never played the third one, so... Yeah, all 5 of them are great, except for the third one. But, yeah, great game. Fantastic. So, yeah, that's my PS2 collection. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this all in frame. Alright, wait. Like, yeah, ugh. Yeah, here's my PS2 collection. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my other collection videos. Holy crap. Yeah.